Hello everyone, thanks for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be reviewing something I got in the mail today. I'm going to unbox it for you as well. It's for the Nintendo 64. It is the Retrobit Tribute64 V2 Wireless Controller. 2.4 gigahertz. I got this because I heard lots of good things about it. It made me curious. The back of the box. So yeah. Also, the links on Retrobit's website did not work because they're dead. So I had to buy this off eBay, and I got it in the clear red color because red's my favorite color. I have high hopes about this, so it's time to unbox it. Okay, so here's what's inside the box. Okay. So from here you get, let's slide it out. Okay. From here you get the controller itself, dongle to plug in your Nintendo 64, and a USB port dongle if you want to use this with your computer. Okay, so now that we unboxed the thing, let's see how it feels before we test it and such. I gotta charge it first. So yeah, let's see. Feels pretty good. The buttons feel nice. D-pad feels nice. Analog stick feels nice. Start button feels nice. This is the slow and turbo, I believe. And I like how these are actually a little bit like triggers. You got two Z buttons down here. R, L. So yeah, this is actually pretty similar to a Hori mini pad, but slightly bigger. And the D-pad is shifted to the left. In fact, I have a Hori mini pad. Here it is. Got this for my birthday this year. And I absolutely love using this thing. The Hori mini pad. Anyways, see, they look similar. This is very sought after and super expensive because these were only available in Japan. And these are pretty much sought after. So yeah, they're pretty similar except since the D-pad's right here, but well, the Hori mini pad's in the middle because there's no room to put it right here. But I love using this thing. It's my favorite thing to use with the Nintendo 64. Back to this. So yeah, it's a pretty similar controller. First things first, before I test it, I gotta charge it and I gotta update the firmware on this dongle right here. I'll update the little USB one later. You need a micro USB cord to update the dongles on this. But I have some, because it doesn't come with one. Anyways, so I'm going to charge this. I'm going to update the firmware on the console dongle first, and I'll come back when I can. So, see you in the next shot. Okay, so I got the controller fully charged and the firmware updated on it, along with the dongles. The USB dongle is on my computer desk right now, but this controller can also be used with the Nintendo Switch. And I had a little difficulty applying the updated firmware on this. I struggled and struggled, but then I found out the cord that came with this was trash. So I found another USB-C cord, and I used that, and I was able to update it. So bottom line, don't use the USB-C cable that comes with this controller, because I had bad luck with mine. Anyways, let's get ready. We're going to test it now. Here's the dongle. I'm going to put it in. There we go. In the game we're going to test it with first is good old Donkey Kong 64, a childhood favorite of mine. Okay. It's in, and we are now ready to go. Okay, we're now testing the controller. It's got built-in rumble. If you put it on if you put the switch to rumble mode, which is pretty nice. Buttons feel good. They respond. I like how the two Z buttons are triggers. L and R work good. D-pad I've heard at false diagonals, but I haven't really tested the D-pad yet because this game does not use it. So anyways, time to test sensitivity. Here's the controller. Okay, let's do that again. Yeah, it's pretty good, but it's a little more sensitive than the Hori mini pad, which is my absolute favorite Nintendo 64 controller. Anyways, I'm gonna test it with. Oh. Anyways, so now I'm gonna test it with the controller pack game. So let me turn it off real quick, and let me put a controller pack in that I have. You got it. This Performance brand memory card, plus I got the battery replaced in recently. I do have an FRAM modded OEM controller pack, but we're going to use this for the test. So allow me to put it in. Let me switch it to memory mode. Let me set the right switch on the controller, the memory card plus. Okay, memory card plugged in the controller pack slot. We're going to be testing with the original NBA Courtside, another childhood game of mine. This cartridge is dirty because it's my childhood copy. So I'm going to put it in. First off, for safety reasons, I'm going to mute the TV for copyright reasons. Turn it on. See how controller pack support works with this thing. Okay, got the controller again. Okay, let's see. Also, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, the Black Mamba. Yeah, it does work. Sorry, I have to switches. Here we go. So yeah, controller pack works. I'm gonna do a random matchup for a little bit to test with the basketball game, an NBA game to be exact. Because there was a college basketball game for the console, which I also have, called Fox Sports College Hoops 99, in which I've actually made a video of me playing that. If you haven't seen it already, check it out. So I'm randomly going to do the Golden State Warriors versus the Atlanta Hawks. And I'm going to be the Hawks because you know they're my favorite team. Hey, I made myself. Here we go. Here you go, man. Here we go. Okay. See how it works with this controller. Woo! Shooting as myself and I bricked it. Come on. I'm just doing this for the test, guys. Just trying to play some basketball, yo. Here's myself. I can't move. Anyways, I'm going to shoot a 3. Made it. Anyways, that's it for the review, guys. So overall, what do I think of this controller? I think it's great. Great for the money. And honestly, I recommend it if you want a wireless controller from the Nintendo 64 or an alternative to the official Nintendo 64 Nintendo Switch Online controller for the Nintendo Switch to play NSO and 64 games. But the Hori Mini Pad, unfortunately, it's still my favorite. My favorite controller to go with. But this is a great competitor. So I give it probably a 8.8 out of 10. I recommend it if you're looking for a wireless controller. There's another wireless controller out there, the Retro Fighters Brawler 64. But I don't do Retro Fighters products because I had the wired one years ago, back in like 2017, 2018. It's working fine for a month, then the A button started to get sticky, the A and B buttons. So I contacted Retro Fighters and they sent me a replacement. And when I tried the replacement, the thumbstick did not sense to the left fully. And after that, I was done with Retro Fighters. So yeah. Honestly, I heard the Retro Fighters controllers are not good for shooters. Well, this is probably good for shooters because it's less sensitive. But it's a bit more sensitive than my favorite controller for the N64, the Hori Mini Pad. But this is still great. I recommend it if you're looking for a wireless Nintendo 64 controller. And I'll see you later. Hope you enjoyed the review. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. I really appreciate it. See ya!